Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a week since the last episode we did this, but I started trying out the Feast, which is the PvP game mode in this, which was good to start with, but it just felt unnecessarily toxic, so I thought, yeah, not doing that again. So, last episode we joined up with a handsome stranger and killed some big demon-looking thing and killed a bunch of shrews. So let's jump right back into it and talk to our good old friend Papa Shan. Not gonna lie, I don't even remember the voice I gave him, so it might have a completely different voice this time. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realise what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured or worse? Yeah, I definitely didn't have that voice. Well, Her Grace, the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'll be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan, you and the people of Uldar. Please, you're not say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make such demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from travelling unescorted in future. Good old little bow there. Beats any that I can do. It's a lot of guards for one little Lalafell. I cannot thank you enough, Milan. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the Aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Milan, you're the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Fanland as you did to us today. Woohoo, quest complete. So, who do we speak to for the next one? Ah, another little Lalafell. Uldar's full of Lalafells, I love it. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I've a favour to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin. Not gonna lie, that just like the wording in that's just hilarious. A particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologise for asking you to attend this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Quest accepted, so let's go. Oh, that's not far that we need to go. Let's jump across some rocks because we are parkouring. You know, a Lalafell means business when they're just sat on a box like that. If Sisidora doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Don't know why I have to have such an gruff voice, but I think it just suits a Lalafell on a box. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. I can't take that voice seriously. Fresh produce is somewhere scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. Not gonna lie, I've never seen that word in my life. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Yeah, there's probably not going to be many people in this playthrough with that voice, but I've got to give a good old sarcastic voice to a Lalafell sat on a box. Let's kill some more shrews. If this was GTA, I would have been hit by a train by now. Let's get a sprint on. I just ran past a fate. Probably should have gone and done it, but oh well. And here is the coffer and coffin. Surprised I didn't just break my knees doing that jump. I love this bar music, it's great. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at my place. That's a really bad Irish accent, and I'm probably going to butcher it, but I'm just going to have to roll with it now. What's that? Mr. Cody asked you to bring this here to me? Ha here. So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of all remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drinks and ass back home. But hell's an honest to good pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoffed down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in the belly, assuming that I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. And we've leveled up. Don't think I get a new ability yet. At least we get some new equipment soon. These clothes are getting fair stale. Not gonna lie, imagining a desert, it does get pretty damn sweaty. Word is Blackbird Station's solely on demand. The stone torches can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Orwarin is hoping to bolster the numbers for a short time assignment or two. I don't know why I've just gone Welsh. This guy literally has like every accent under the sun, so we're just gonna go with it. It's got some weird kind of accent thing. If you fancy putting in a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. And that's a notification that I already know. Let's run up here, and it is our first big Aetheryte since Uldar, so we got to make sure we attune to it. There's Uldar in the distance, in case anyone wants to see what it looks like. And a little tiny bit of stick drift then for anyone who's noticed it. Looking for work perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We Stone Torches are sellswords hired by Amalter and Sons, a mineral concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep tracks of the clear of pests, and it's for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that this can be messy work and liable to get messier if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I send an ill-equipped adventurer to untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you're ready, present yourself to me again. There we go, and we're back, and I'm looking more fashionable than ever. Jokes. So let's go talk to Warin again. And now he'll actually want to speak to us. So, are you ready for inspection? Good. Everything appears to be in order. Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress. After all, at any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between. And I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. He's not lying. Especially as a tank, we need to make sure our gear is absolutely, like, top-notch. So we're going to go for the Hempen Acton, which... And we've leveled up. And get ready to see the best armor in the game. There we go, this is the best armor in the game. We look like the Michelin Man. Sphero just looks like it could just give you the biggest, most comfiest hug in the world right now. So, right, let's go speak to him again. Need to go back to the Gladiators Guild at some point and do that, but we'll carry on with this for a bit.
Let's get to it then, shall we? All wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch. A tunnel in some cases Genius saw fit to put an ore stone house, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the all-living beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dug, and we practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more! Inside the tunnel in question you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures and then slay them.
Don't know why I just like went into a pure metal voice for that bit, but I feel like you just needed a little bit of gutturalness to that. Also as well, the longest anyone will have to wait before an episode is a week, but I'm probably going to record quite a few this weekend, so there's more coming through the week for everyone. And we're going to record some more dungeons and trials as well, because I find them really fun to record. So let's sprint into our good old tunnel. Not gonna lie, that sounded horrifically wrong, but never mind. And now we found a narrow fissure in the tunnel. That sounds even worse. Let's use a silver ore cluster. These things look really freaky but really cool at the same time. Alright, let's lure him out so we can actually get a better look of him. It is a bit dark in this bit. Wait, stick drift again. Oh, got Rampart, nice. So Rampart's like one of the main tanking abilities, which just basically gets rid of, if I'm right, 20% of damage. But it might be lower from a lower level. Let's have a look. Yeah, 20%. Right, let's get back to our good old friend after slaying some goblins. Here's Uldar, one of my favourite places in this whole game. Let's kill these because we need to kill him. And here's another Undying. The combat's really slow paced to start with, but it gets a lot better when you get to above level 50. Some classes even before that, to be honest. Let's parkour over the wall because we're cool.
Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of the
I've been pronouncing that wrong. It's
Amagina and Sons mineral concern, but of Uldar herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood.
Not gonna lie, I've never ever seen a train in Uldar once in this game. Although I might just be forgetting it.
If only we have more men like you to lend a hand.
And of course we're gonna go for the Viking sword. I mean, the Free Company Omen's called Skull after all, so it kind of fits really. Let's check out our new sword. That looks pretty cool. Straight out of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, woohoo! And another Lalafell. I feel like I'm just going to give Lalafell the most craziest voices in this whole playthrough. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumour has it that there is a vast untapped vein of ore between the ruins of Silde. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Weistan, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry a flavour within the Secrarium. Never heard of that before. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the options of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Uldar. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably... I can't take that voice seriously. Heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavish skill upon the thaumaturges, and some claim he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice to say, if Weistan thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that will eventually may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Weistan and volunteer for his expedition. So, back to the Coffer and Coffin. Such a delightful pub name, that, let's be honest. Or bar name, depending on where you're watching from. Oh, it's a fate. I feel like 'cause we've not done a fate once in this playthrough, we should go and do one. Let's go help out whichever other adventurers are up here. Oh, it's Keykerns. I love these guys. They have the best, like, noises in the game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have the worst voice ever if I have to like voice one of them during this playthrough. Honestly, I'm only really doing this for the money. Can't just give you all some little action in between these quests. Oh look, a friend. Well, not really a friend, but, you know. Let's go stab this Keygun up. Oh, that one had a different noise. It went, ah. Oh, I literally got 12 gil from that. I am rich. Alright, so let's jump back down here and talk to this guy. And break my legs. Come to join. Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to follow me around, even when I tell them not to. So you want us to stab children? But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have chance to visit the privy at any moment, much less entertain younglings. Killing younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies to convince them to go home for me? Starveling. Is that like a new level of starving? I like playing with Weistan. He makes sure no one bullies us. Weistan's worried about us. Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. Well, that's one way to get rid of annoying kids. It's either that or be Anakin Skywalker, whichever one you want to do.
I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, you'll have to carry me. A cookie? Well, if Wyston really wants me to go home, then alright. But I want 2 next time.
I love it how, like, the other ones were just kids and these Lalafels are just the exact same models as normal ones. But Wystan always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, a ginger cookie. I better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. What a nice kid. Wyston's kind to us. I like him. This is for me. I want to eat it, but then again, I don't, because then it would be gone. Tell Wyston thanks and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. I had to go give him some weird voices. This will probably be such a boring playthrough in the beginning without him. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. Wait, nor work to earn? Does that mean he was like a child slave? Wow, feel sorry for him. But no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better. Yeah, now after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they've been crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from suffering for too long, but in their hubris, they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity and with it our place within those walls.
We found her! We found the vein! Wystan, you must come and see.
Already? Amazing. We'll leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Well, let's go see what history is being made today. So, this is a part we've not run to yet, so I'm not going to edit this run out. Good old sprint in my Michelin outfit. I'm not going to lie, this outfit looks ridiculously warm for the desert. I think it's safe to say our character needs a lot of deodorant right now. And antiperspirant, so Lynx, please give him some. Let's go kill some Spriggans. Let's go get this one. I'm pretty sure this next quest is another duty, so this is a nice place to end the episode after it. Not gonna lie, I do feel like the pacing of this, of them condensing it feels a little bit better, because I'm pretty sure it took me hours to get to here on my first playthrough. And it's been what? This will be the third episode, it's an hour and a half to get here. It's pretty good. Way down in the hole. You know stuff's getting serious with this music.
False balls, son! A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined bloody city. God's damned idiots! What did you think was going to happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order? While the Masters of Uldar looked on, no one crosses the Syndicates.
The Syndicate?
Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all your friends deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you have to die alone.
O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that may it wake to life. Such a weird voice for this, like, big evil character.
Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself.
So that's either something bad happening or a big fart. So it looks like something bad happening. Or a really fart gone wrong.
This ain't part of the plan, bloody hells! Does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too?
And we are fighting a massive rock monster thing. Defeat the clay golem. It's funny because some people in the UK call a poo a clay, so I'm just going to call this a big poo golem. Take that, you big walking poo!
You are strong.
Yep, not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna try and do that voice because it just went off my stream. Well, I just got hit by his big attack. No, it didn't. Nice, get him. Let's even the odds, shall we? I'm stood in the rock, fighting a poo monster. I love it. A poo monster that has some really big farts. And burping as well. I love it. So we're fighting a poo monster that's attacks are a massive fart and a burp. This is pure Final Fantasy. Now it's time to flush the toilet. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Son, you tripping? Hey, it's Fankard again. Damn, seems like I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Oh, we're tripping again. Hey, look, it's Big Brother. I would compose a ballad in your honour, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Uldar herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it! I have oft heard that it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. You'll find in this game they mention the word bosom so much, and there's a particular boss that says it later on, so yeah. I hear they attacked another caravan.
Aye, and business is suffering for it. Bloody Amalja. What stirred them up, do you reckon?
Another raid. I'll wager that the caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, then we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would ya? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you be ladies staying? Fankard here? Wow. Fankard the manhole? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvests, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? I don't ever remember the moon being looking like that in this playthrough. That's weird. Aye, this weakening of the aetheric flow must certainly be linked to Dalamud's descent. Unless this was before the calamity. Might have been. And of course to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Louis Soir will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Final Fantasy meets Splinter Cell. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the Aether. Mysterious old Thancred. Time to focus, no more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. I love how I said Splinter Cell meets Final Fantasy and it literally just had the Splinter Cell sound effects. I love that. The disturbance is recent. The Sultan Tree, maybe. Papa Shan will know something of it. Was this before the calamity then? Maybe not, because that's him running to Papa Shan. I've never seen the moon look like that in this playthrough. Well, any playthroughs. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. Was I too late? Our person of interest had already quit the scene. The General? Very well. I shall be there and on. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances. But every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he's not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards surely would have slaughtered us all. I would speak to you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Wystan and his men. They need protection and I need more information. But where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar following the flow of Aether in Fanalan. It is an honour and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet, it's under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. I love Thancred. It's so cool. Wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. Maybe it's just mistaking me for a girl because I've got long hair. And a random player next to us. But that is it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to start doing the Gladiators quest and then carry on with this quest line because the quest line doesn't have any urgency to it, so we'll do that on the way back to him. So thank you very much for watching, and also I'm going to do a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Intergrade when that comes out, as well as this obviously, so look forward to that as well. So thank you very much for that. As usual, like and subscribe, and if you got any like cool ideas for a video or whatever, or a weird accent you want me to try and do, let me know in the comments and I will do my best for it. Alright, see you all soon. Bye.